Oh, this is N.P.U's voice for the people. I'm coming at you. And now I'm going to emphasize on why I said leave the gun at home. There was a powwow in Kansas where somebody did bring a gun, and a bear came through, and they lost their shit, panicked, went and grabbed their gun, and unfortunately, when it went off, somebody else got shot and killed. That powwow got shut down and never resurfaced ever again. And unfortunately, that area hasn't had powwows ever since, and it's been a huge ongoing issue. These things happen all the time. They happen more often than not, and people tend to forget that, you know what? It's a powwow. It's a celebration. It's not. You're not going into battle. You're not. It's an ambassadorship between you and the people. Period. Excuse me. Sorry. It's an ambassadorship between you and the people. Period. The reality is that's what happens when you bring a gun to a powwow. Again, the promoter most likely will have a hunting rifle with some tranquilizer darts with tetraquartylene, which is the most common tranquilizer that's used to knock out large animals. It can knock out lions, bears, tigers, you name it. Tetraquartylene darts are, they're hard to come by. And 9 times out of 10, the powwow promoter pays a lot of money to get his hands on them. It's the safest, used, most non-lethal, and way where nobody gets hurt while dealing with a large, dangerous animal that may walk through a powwow area. Because they fence in the entire area, but sometimes there's not enough fencing to fence in the entire grounds that are rented. And you still got to deal with nature. Nature is there no matter what. You can't get around nature. Nature is going to be there. But what you can do is you can use common sense. Don't bring a weapon with you. To bring a knife with you. It's legal to carry a hunting knife on your belt with you if you're not walking around in public with it. As long as you're legally at the park and on the grounds and in the powwow area, you're allowed to have that knife on you. That's okay. A knife is a great way to let the animal know, get away from me. It's a good way of, just exerting yourself and saying, I'm not having this right now. Sorry, due to love of self, you go away now. Also, carry a good supply of ammonia and put cayenne pepper in it. Ammonia with cayenne pepper is a foul stench, and bears hate it. They don't like it at all. They can't stand it. My other video, I talked about lemon juice. Lemon juice is for cougars, bobcats. You see, they hate the smell of citrus. They can't stand it. It's horrible to them. You spray that around, that keeps them away at bay too. You bring plenty of supplies with you and use plenty of common sense, you'll be fine. But that's why you don't want to bring the gun, because if it goes off, somebody gets arrested, there's a big lawsuit, everything goes wrong, and then there's no more powwow. And we like powwows. Powwows are a lot of fun. So yeah, leave the gun at home. Make sure the promoter has means of dealing with animals, not you. The best that you can deal with animals, use common sense. Excuse me. Leave your food in your car in a sealed container where the smell is contained. That way you don't have to deal with animals. If you're sleeping in a tent, don't have the food in your tent. You're asking for it. I was at a powwow and I was sleeping in my tent, and the bear sniffed my head through the tent. It woke me up out of a dead sleep. My friend Tony Moonhawk, his dog, Lexi, came and lunged at the bear and chased it away. And I said, Tony, I owe your dog a London broil. He said, really? I'm like, I'm being dead serious. He said, no. I'm like, that dog saved my life. I owe that dog. But, if there's usually, plus he's one of those promoters that actually is overly equipped and knows how to deal with wild animals. He himself is more than efficient to making sure that nobody gets hurt. That's a powwow promoter who keeps his eye on the ball. You want a promoter like that who knows how to deal with that sort of thing, and he'll tell you, you own a gun? Yeah, leave it at home. Don't bring it with you. Leave the gun at home, always. Or if you're a powwow vendor who lives full time as a powwow vendor who lives in your RV or camper, take the bullets out and you have the gun with you. Take the bullets out of your gun and hand it to the promoter. That way you're not tempted to use it. And they'll hand them to you after you leave, right before you leave. But don't bring the gun with you. It causes a lot of issues. It might go off. It's stupid. It's dangerous. And also just again, you're not going to battle. A powwow is a celebration. Nothing more. Nature's going to happen. But there's people there who know how to deal with that. Anyway, this is N.P.U.'s voice for the people. Aho.